Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special top management conference here in Marbella, in Spain, directly from our World Tour 2026. And as you probably seen, the original destination was Bali. But sometime in life, we need to quickly fix and refine things and take decisions. And we really experience this week what means being part of PM International as a family-owned company. With everything that is happening right now in the world, we had an extraordinary team taking decision in a very, very short period of time, few hours, when we had to know that 145 flights plus were canceled for our distributors, for you traveling and working very hard to earn a qualification to go to the world tour. What our event teams has been doing, what the founder and CEO of PM International, Rolf Zorg, was taking as a decision to, in few hours, change the destination and come here, reorganizing everything and delivering the same quality of a World Tour incentive. And I have here with me two ladies that are part of the World Tour, and I would like to hear from you, Jessica, what is a little bit about your feeling? How do you feel that PM International was in a short period of time like that, fixing everything that we can make it here in Marbella for the World Tour?
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to be here in the World Tour. I really can't find words to describe how grateful I am that PM really reorganized everything within a few hours. And also I have a team partner here. She is the mother of twins. And you really can't imagine how much it is for her to be here. Like I don't know, really. It's so impressive for me. And the weather is perfect. Everything is really on point. Just because PM took the right decision to travel all the people safe here to Marbella. And yeah, it's like really incredible. And I'm so happy, so grateful to stay exactly here with PM International.
Thank you very much, Jessica. On my left, we have Madeleine, EVP from France. So a little bit the same question. For you, it's the first World Tour, actually. So you were expecting going to Bali.
Yes.
Then you learned we are not going to Bali. Then you learn a few hours after we are finally going to the World Tour, but it will be in Marbella. So how did you react? How your partners were reacting here? You're a big team, more than 10 people from France. So what's your feeling about it?
Honestly, at the beginning, I was very, very disappointed and sad when I read the email like it's cancelled. I was very disappointed, and all my team as well. But for me, it was a very safe decision because I could not see me and my team there having fun while this big context international. So I was a bit disappointed. Then we had the other email, like we find a solution, and I was so happy and grateful. I was like, oh my God, how did they do to manage that so fast in 24 hours? And then someone called us for the plane, and we arrived here. Everything was organized. We had already a schedule with activities, and we went for the run. And this morning hiking. You know, it's not just the trip; it's everything. We have the white party. We have the conference as well. For me, I was very impressed, and very, very grateful as well.
Thank you. So you see, and this is what we are experiencing. We are keeping the standard, but most importantly, it was this capability, this capacity to take decision in few moments, in few hours. And thanks really from our event team. And I would like to add something here, because that was basically last week not the only thing that happened. I mean, you have probably seen this whole context politically that is really tough right now, what is happening. And I'm 11 years in PM International, and I had the luck working from the international headquarters, close to the founder and CEO of Zorg, to be a little bit behind the scene, seeing what was happening when Rolf Zorg was basically taking the decision, finding himself the solution to fly our people, our families, the people from PM International that were stuck in Dubai, that desperately wanted to jump in a plane, flying back to Europe, but could not make it because there was simply no plane, no chance to do it. So he used his personal private contact that you basically find the solution, the right solution for all distributors, for our members of the PM family, and directly charter a private plane, flying our people back to Europe. And I have to say, honestly, Mr. Zorg, I was really impressing this behind the scene, what you did. It was not about money. It was not about how complicated it is or not to do it. It was about basically saving our people from a zone that is basically a war zone at the moment and having them close to their family in Europe. And I think in the name of all the distributors, we can really see for the world tour and also for what you did for those people. Thank you very much from the bottom of our heart, because we feel that we are really part of something big, but also something where we are important. Everyone is a member of PM International. You are part of the family, and I never felt that so strong than being with you last week. So I would like now to also hand over the word to you, because I think you also have a lot of things to share to the Top Management Conference.
Yeah, thank you. And I have to say, I'm very happy that I had the chance to the opportunity, one side, to help our distributors still to get an experience, a world tour experience, even the flight were cancelled, and that I have such a strong team behind me that's doing such an extraordinary job that really got the job done in 24 hours to get them on different flights, get them on a different location, and makes it all happen. At the same time, yes, I was facing the mirror when all of these things happened, and I looked at myself and said, okay, you know what? When you started PM International, it was about improving life quality to people. It was about lifestyle. It was about prevention. I mean, I was driven by the idea that I can help people to have a healthy life in a high life quality, a long life that they can enjoy. And so now, seeing this situation and learning about it, I had a phone call in the morning talking to somebody who was stuck in Dubai, telling me how desperate they are, having these bomb explosions always where they didn't know these rockets are getting taken down. But they said it's so intense, it's so brutal, you cannot even believe what that means. And so, okay, I reached out to my personal contacts and did what I could do. We could get an airplane and take them back. Well, it was an extreme intense experience the whole last couple of days, because we have our daily business and that goes on top. And it's not just the world tour and bringing people safe back home to their families. It was also about, I mean, the business in general. I mean, these moments are, you think about supply chain management, you think about raw material supply, you think about your manufacturer's capacities, if they are prepared. So luckily, we had this situation one time before, a kind of not similar, very different, but we could learn from the time through COVID, where we also had all these areas to deal with. And so we have some experience, and so could really take care very, very fast with different teams working on different challenges at the same time. So today I know we got the confirmation that we are safe in logistic and supply chain. We got good contracts working in days immediately, so that we can make sure that the products are there in time with our distributors all over the world, that the supply chain is working, that the manufacturers have the raw materials they need, and that we can build strong as we did all the time. And I mean, talking about records, it's interesting when I looked into the records of last month. Australia increased its sales by 32%. Congratulations to that. Kazakhstan, where we just had our grand opening on the last weekend, and it happened even under these circumstances. We could make that possible, increase by 45% sales compared to last year. We have the Czech Republic, that's the next upcoming country for looking for a grand opening, and probably we may be ready in summer to take the next step. 65% increase compared to last year. And then we have United Arab Emirates. We're talking about a region that's a war zone, and they increased their sales by 79%. And I mean, it looks a little bit like we are really a company who's doing very well in war zones, because I mean, thinking about the other areas were really increasing strongly. The business is unbelievable. If you look to team partner and leadership expansion, 37 new presidents team only last month. And we had, again in Czech, 90% higher increase in sponsor activity. United Arab Emirates, 254% higher increase in sponsor activity. Unbelievable what's going on all over the world. And I have to say thank you to all of you who are at the end the ones who make it happen together. I mean, that we are writing this incredible story right now and touching so many people's life around the world. Just hit 1 billion sold products a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's just milestone, 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 unstoppable moving forward. Great, great, great. So, yeah, I wish all of you the best month of March, and I hand back the word to our Chief Sales Officer, Junior Europe.
Thank you. So speaking about milestone and achievement, I mean, we just experienced the start of the year that is absolutely outstanding. I mean, if I look what we just announced in January, February, March, when it comes to the income plan, January, 3.3% more bonus, 20% more training bonus. So we are basically the only company in the whole industry that is not just doing one update that is positive on the income plan, but just adding on and adding on and adding on and putting on top. We had the most sold product that when it comes to the Activize, where we get the 10% auto ship discount when it comes to the Fitline Club. So that was also a huge add-on. And we just heard a couple of days ago, I mean, the car program. So that was also up to 50% more car bonus. And you know, it goes along with this working method of building up 5+. You know, it's not only about the car program itself and what we put with this, but it's also the methodology of building up your team wide that you can even increase even more your income. And so when I look at this 1 quarter in a year and what we did and what you basically took as a decision as an owner, founder, and CEO of the company, giving also back to the field for the hard work everyone is doing, I mean, this is positioning us for the last, let's say, or the next 9 months of the year in an extreme good position to achieve even better thing that we did last year. And there will be a place where basically it will be the time for your recognition. And this is, as always, the World Management Congress. And this year is very special because it's 33 years of PM International. So special year, we make it special. So for the first time, we will have a gala, the President Team Gala, the day before the World Management Congress. How to be qualified to the gala? Well, it's very easy. The qualification criteria, it's being a president team March, April, or May. And of course, in May, you need to be minimum an EVP. The registration are now online. Very important, as always. And it's not like, you know, we are playing on this. It's really the truth. The limitation on the seats is really here. So first come, first serve. And you don't want to miss this. I mean, I was also here behind the scene in the talks when it comes to the organization. How can we make this gala so special and unforgettable experience that when you will see what the people in the event team, what Mr. Zorg is planning for you being part of this exclusive gala. I mean, that's something, it's not a question about you being part of it, but also how you can have your team, your friends of PM International being part of it, because it will be an unforgettable experience for sure. So on top of this, for sure, you need to have sponsor 4 new first lines, because we keep it as the standard of what we are doing with the LOE, but it's a little bit shorter. So we put it on 4 new first line, and it's not sponsoring someone with no orders. It's, of course, sponsoring someone that is active in the business. So at least minimum 100 points order, and this is it. So quite, let's say, easy to be done. Pedal to the metal. There's so many things to be achieved right now with everything we gave in the field, with all the increase in the income plan and all the greatest news we just had. I think it's really a full experience we have at the Top Management Conference. Best month ever to all of you guys out there. Thanks again for the commitment and the hard work you are putting into place every day. And we wish you a very good month and successful month.